All right. Happy Friday, everybody. Big waves to you. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. Well, I feel like I got a good message today, at least for myself. I hope it is for you. And Andrea, somebody's got to be texting Allison Wyndham because she cannot miss our voice this morning. Somebody sent me I forget who it was, sent me a message yesterday, said, "Hey, thanks for speeding up the birthday song. Like sometimes it sounds like we might be at a funeral." I'm like, "Oh, okay, okay." So we'll speed it up from now on. So we got to get our rhythm. Happy birthday to you. So, all right. Well, we hope you guys are having a great Friday. And Allison Wyndham's birthday is today, and she's on here nearly every morning, and she's just got the most beautiful spirit. So, and she's got an amazing husband, Jerry. Uh, so I'll brag on him too if he's on here. So the word for today, for this Friday, Francis, keep coming, buddy, with the words. Keep pouring the words into us. So the words. First, I got to say this. I've said this maybe a week ago, but so many of you, like I see you through social media or on the phone with you or what you're doing, whether it's your business or your health journey, and I see you growing. Like I see you flourishing. I see you thriving and winning. Congratulations to you. I mean, I just look across here. I see Cynthia. I talked to Brenda Carlton, sent me an amazing text this morning. Hill and Diane Blue last night. Leisha Bacon this week. And I could go around the room, and I just want to say, I just love it. Like I absolutely love seeing people win. And I'm seeing so many of you win, and it just makes me just swell up inside. I don't know how to say it. And anyway, so the word for today is pride. Pride. So if you're in a season where you're not winning right now, don't let your pride get you. Okay. Don't be like, because I've been there. I've been there. I've been there where I've compared myself, and we've talked about that before. And it really, at the end of the day, it probably is pride that it all boils back down to. But if you look at the definition of pride, it's a sense of one's own proper dignity or value. Really, pride is self-respect. But if I'm not careful, pride can also be arrogance. It can be like haughtiness. How many of you does that come to mind? A person that, listen, I had a meeting with the gentleman yesterday that he came to the meeting swinging like he was mad when he walked. I was like, why did you even show up? But some people, like, they come in and I'm like, is it pride? Like you don't, and it's just, I want to be a person and I let my pride get in the way all the time. But I want to be a person, I want to have self-respect of myself, but I also want to be a person that like can suppress my pride and ego, not to let it get the best of me. So here's where I went with it this morning, because I'm already being too chatty. There's two types of pride, two kinds of pride, both good and bad. Good pride represents our dignity and our self-respect. Got to have it. Bad pride is truly a deadly sin. And it starts to breed superiority. I'm better than you. Arrogance. And so we just, as humans, we've got to be careful. I always say in my profession that greed and ego is the two biggest killers, and it could attack us all. It's kind of like a drug. Drug does not pick bad people. It picks good people too. So we got to pray not to let it come in and get us, right? Not let it take over us. And I watched it as an educator affect good kids, great kids. And so same way with ego, same way with greed, same way with pride. So where I went this morning, just really quick, is I have to have respect for myself. I have to have standards for myself. because it leads to better decision making. And man, have I made some bad decisions in my life. But I'll tell you this, if I've got self-pride and I know where I'm going, I'm better to make, I'm more out to make better decisions. I also maintain boundaries better to where it's like, I'm prioritizing more things like self-care. I'm rejecting more negative influence. I don't let it come in. And so without self-pride, it's easy to feel lost and discouraged and wanting to seek out approval of others because I don't feel it inside. And so my challenge this morning is if a person's battling that, maybe it's somebody you know that's in your inner circle, maybe it's you, maybe it's me. Really dive into the word pride, self-pride, like self-respect, and study it, like read about it, educate ourselves on what steps can we take that can make us have more self-respect. Because if we've got more self-respect, then I believe we will flourish more in this life. So that was my thought this morning. Andrea, I'll turn it to you.
Well, so you did get me leaky-eyed this morning. So I was text like, why are your eyes leaking? What did I miss? And it's because I'm just so dang proud. Like we got some great messages yesterday. We got some, great feedback from people that are excited about things that they're creating. And man, isn't that fun when people are so joy-filled and they're so excited that they reach out to somebody else to say, oh my goodness, right? So I did get a little leaky-eyed, because I'm just so dang proud of this incredible community and all the people that are out there fighting, because it's not always easy, but fighting to create something for themselves and for their families. So that's just really fun to see. So there we go. But the quote that I found was, take pride in yourself and be your own person. And that's Jack Lambert. And I think sometimes we hear, even Marie put in the chat, like we see when we hear pride, sometimes we go to a really negative place. Like we think of hubris, like we think of when I'm so proud of me that I think I'm better than you, like that kind of pride. Like when we hear that word, we can almost go to a negative place. But having pride in yourself is important, because we can only do, in my very humble opinion, we can only do good things if we believe we can do good things. And we can only believe we can do good things if we're kind of proud of who we are. So one way that we can do that is to really help build like a positive self-image and truly be your own best friend, right? And Coach kind of talked about some of the benefits, but what I looked into is, how do we develop that? Like if we're the kind of person that maybe when we look in the mirror, we don't always pat ourselves on the back, right? Like we're looking for other people. I said it yesterday, I need those Atta girls. Come on, bring me the Atta girls, right? But how do we do that for ourselves? So first of all, we can build self-pride by doing something that you thought you couldn't. Go do something hard. And like I think about our company, right? So it's September 6th. And I know, so not everybody's involved, so just bear with me. But it's September 6th, and we have until the 13th to do something big in our business, right? To be celebrated in just a couple weeks. And it's like, well, maybe go set a goal for yourself to do something hard this week, right? Like go do something crazy, because when you do, don't you walk so much taller? You're so proud of yourself and you feel like you can do bigger things. And when we do bigger things, we help more people. Next is to practice appreciation. So let those leaky eyes flow by counting everything you're grateful for, right? Because when we think about, our beautiful families and the incredible things that we get to do for a living and our relationships and our health, like our body gets us up every single day. Like it might not be perfect and there might be lumps and bumps that I don't want, but you know what? It walks me around. It lets me hug you. It lets me breathe. It lets me do all the things. When we imagine and take the time to appreciate all the things that we're grateful for, we feel so much more self-pride. And what can we do in our life to focus on that and think on that just a little bit more? Next is to give. If I want to be proud of me, I've got to give to you, right? Give my time, give my attention, give my love. Sometimes that even means finding somebody that you can, a coach is great at this. He can like do the little fold. Have you guys ever seen that? I don't know. I think they teach it to men. They might not teach it to women, but they do the little fold and they kind of shake hands with people. And it's like, I appreciate you. And there's like money tucked in there. But the more we give to other people, that helps us grow value in ourselves. It helps us be more prideful of, man, can look around this room and I helped all these other people. And then lastly, be authentic. When we pretend to be something we're not, it often comes from a place that we don't actually like our reality, right? Like if I go out there and pretend to be a great public speaker, it might be because I'm focusing on the fact that that's not necessarily a strength and I feel less than in that area. So turn off that filter and go be real, right? Like go be your authentic self, because you're going to feel so much more pride in yourself when you let the world see who you truly are.
Great lesson. This was good. I feel good. I have to say this. You was talking about folding up something. So one of the things my mentor, and maybe this strikes you this morning, and Andrea just made me think of it. One of the things my mentor like taught me through the years was, hey, if you've had an uptick in your pay, go just bless somebody today. And this morning it hit me. I'm actually about to head out for a Super Saturday, and there's a gentleman that's cleaning here at the condo, and I was like, this is a good opportunity, right? And I'm not bragging on myself. I'm just saying it will make me have a better day, right? It's all about like the way it makes you feel, but I'm really appreciative of the gift that my mentor taught me over the years. Gary was, if I'm blessed, go be a blessing, right? It could just be $1. It could just be a note. It could just be a text message. It could, whatever. It doesn't have to be money. It could be a smile and a hug. But at the end of the day, this Friday, I'm super grateful for what we have in our life, what I have in my life, and for you guys. Thank you for being a part of this. I love you. I'm so grateful for you. I really mean that. And Andrea, is Allison on? She's not on. If you got
and I even text her.
If you got her number, maybe she's sleeping in today because it's her birthday. Okay.
Yeah, I hope she is.
We love you, Allison. Have a great day, guys. We will see you back.
Have a great Friday, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you
Love you
guys.
guys.
Bye-bye.
See
See
you
you
Monday.
Monday.
Love you guys.